Good Tuesday morning. I'm Dwayne Nelson. Virginia State Police are now investigating the deaths of two people in Lee County. The body of 64-year-old Douglas Wayne Barker of Big Stone Gap was located along U.S. Highway 58A over the weekend by a motorist. Authorities are awaiting autopsy results to determine the cause of death. Meanwhile, police said a second body was discovered in the woods off State Route 612 in Stickleyville. The body was wrapped in a huge blanket lying in woods about 400 yards from a trailer park. Sheriff Gary Parsons says no one has been reported missing. The identification of this person remains under investigation. Well, if you're looking for a job in the Tri-Cities, you now have no excuse. ACT will be expanding and adding over 400 inbound customer service sales jobs at its Gray location. The company is looking to add the workers by January of next month. ACT wants applicants who are seeking full-time employment who want to help grow and expand within the company. Employees will get full benefits after 90 days. A doctor who once headed up the cardiology department at Johnson City Med Center has pled not guilty to prescription drug fraud charges. Dr. William Walker has been the subject of a police investigation for 7 months. He faces 34 counts of obtaining narcotics by fraud. District Attorney General Tony Clark told 11 Connects that Walker had been smuggling drugs, mostly OxyContin and Loratab, for nearly 2 years to feed his own addiction, plus others too.
He was prescribing medicine to people that worked under him, nurses, scrub team, employees of the hospital. They would in turn fill those prescriptions and then they would bring them back to the doctor.
Dr. Clark is set to be back in court on January 4th. An attorney who represents two men in a class action lawsuit against Bluff City over its speed cameras are opposing an attempt to get that suit dismissed in U.S. District Court in Greenville. Christopher K. Wood and Jonathan Profit are seeking $6 million in damages. The suit claims Bluff City created a speed trap, violated a state law regulating the speed cameras, didn't conduct a traffic engineering study, and abused its power when it threatened jail time for not paying a ticket. Johnson City man accused of torturing his family's small dog to death has been arraigned in Washington County, Tennessee General Sessions Court. 21-year-old Dustin Harrell is charged with aggravated animal cruelty. The charge stems from a November 3rd incident. A judge appointed Harrell an attorney, and he will return to court on the 14th. Public meeting will be held soon to address moving Johnson City's U.S. Mail Customer Service Processing Center on East Main Street to Knoxville. A local feasibility study regarding the consolidation of mail processing operations is underway. The Postal Service is holding the meeting to explain the proposed changes and potential impact on services and to solicit feedback from the public. 11 Connects talked with Phil Clark with the American Postal Workers Union.
My greatest fear is that it's going to be the death of the Postal Service. Who wants to mail a letter and take 2 or 3 days to get across town? Why should it be driven to Knoxville and then return to Johnson City? Why should you do this community this way?
The meeting is set for December 8th at the D.P. Culp Center. Abingdon, Virginia-based coal supplier officially opened its new corporate headquarters in Bristol, Virginia. The 5-story, 130,000-square-foot building is the new home of Alpha Natural Resources and is located on 30 acres in the Sugar Hollow Business Complex. This is CEO Kevin Crutchfield.
It's an exciting day for us because it marks the day that we get to put everybody back under the same roof again. It marks the sign of tangible progress.
Alpha purchased rival Massey Energy about 6 months ago. Alpha employs approximately 14,000 people. I'm Dwayne Nelson. Have yourself a great Tuesday.